This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
Practice the art of feeding your soul by building self-confidence. Keep a record of your achievements and milestones as they serve as reminders of your capabilities, boosting your courage and self-esteem. Create a list of activities that ignite your energy, such as taking a stroll in nature, dedicating time to solitude and reflection, listening to soulful music, or engaging in meditation and journaling. Okay, that said, I recently met someone who thought that is all a waste of time and it's for simps and wimps and whatnot. On the surface, he seems to be somebody who has his life together. So are there people for whom that is not a valuable practice?
If you ask me, your psychological inner life requires attention and time and focus.
Yeah.
And anytime you're just using anything and there's no time for cleaning, servicing, refreshing it, at some point it will break down. People are avoidant of their inner life and they don't want to assess or feel or just rest. Men in particular have not been raised to receive love. The average man has not heard anybody say, I love you. I've not particularly another man value them. Even if they're not using the word love, something equivalent. You know, imagine a dad coming home and he's arriving there eager to say, oh boy, I couldn't wait to see you. How have you been?
Yeah.
And many times the children longing to see the parent.
Yeah.
How about the parents say, you guys, I missed you. Have you been okay? How was school? And yeah, we are here. Let's enjoy. Play that music.
Yeah.
Sing me the song you learned. Come we read your book.
Yeah.
Let's go play.
Yeah.
Imagine dad coming to tell a boy that.
Yeah, because I think moms do that.
Yeah.
So sometimes I think my son will one day just say to me, Mom, leave me alone.
You know.
But dads.
Yeah. And the language of men is action oriented. When he brings that ball, because the boy loves kicking a ball,
Yeah.
and he gets a good football,
Yeah.
or a good whatever the boy likes, and it's memorable. Or he just shows up when the boy has an important day, prize giving, he stops everything to come. Or just comes home and they spend time there watching this. You know, sometimes there's a kid who knows the cartoon and they're educating you who are those characters.
Yeah.
And which one they like. Now that you're not watching there, you're listening to the commentator.
Yeah.
Telling you which one they don't like, which one they like.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's a bad person. Imagine they did it, and this one, you know. Let me tell you. So it's,
Yeah. Yeah.
The boy, the son, the average man has not heard the language of love. When they grow up, they also don't know how to receive love from themselves and from anyone. To teach yourself how to just sit and give yourself a quiet moment.
And feel.
Life.
Yeah.
And I tell men to start with a simple thing. A happy meal. That is not about, it's lunchtime, I'm starving.
Oh.
And it's not always a meal, it can be just something, a bite or drink, something you enjoy.
Yeah.
Peppermint tea. Some people just want, you know.
I told you guys, take chamomile tea.
Chamomile.
It's relaxing.
You know.
Yeah.
And nowadays I have assortment of those healthy, herbal, and it's a tea bag. Very easy to do nowadays.
Yeah.
You can buy an assortment and it's very good.
Yeah.
We're saying for a man who is avoiding, saying I don't want to meditate the way Isaac was meditating in the meadows, and when the wife found him, and those moments of introspecting, when the philosopher said the life that has not been examined is not worth living, to just whichever method they use to examine their behavior, anybody who's growing and getting better will tell you they always need to check how they performed, how they behaved in that situation, how they responded. Anytime they realize they made decisions in the height of excitement, or they lost their cool, the midst of provocation, that person will look back and assess.
Yeah.
That is not by any means something you'll argue when you're a progressive person.
Okay.
And they'll tell you that I love big companies that are always inventing and moving forward. And you see that they weather through the COVID, they weather everything to keep moving, to keep inventing. If, for example, the Toyota Motor Corporation keeps inventing, one car invented many times, when you look at the evolution of Range Rover, from what the car you knew to what they have today, and how many they have branched of autobiography. This is evil. This is... Are they sleeping? And they already invented 2023, and you might be just 10 years back. And if the companies that dominate the market and the people who have mastered life, we have the gurus, they always keep telling us is how well you are adjusted in life. That's how well everything around you will align.
Yeah.
When you don't know who you are and what you stand for, you keep on giving away and losing.
Yeah.
This is to say, don't be on the runaway and saying, I don't want to look at my inner life. I don't want to just rest. Don't become a working machine. Those people who deny their inner life, if they lose the job, they lose themselves as well. Because they were occupying all their mind in job. And they can't tell you, who am I without my job?
Yeah.
That's why even when they introduce, they must say the CEO, the director. They must say the member of parliament. They must say the member of this committee, the chair of the other one.
Oh, there are those who do doctorates and professorial courses.
And you must not.
Dare not.
Miss that title.
Yeah.
Even when you're writing the paper, one of the professors was adding there, when you write his paper, and you're just submitting assignments.
Yeah.
You know?
How dare you? You can lose marks for that.
You know?
Yeah.
This is to say, I hope your friend will be evolving to reach a place where they can look back and say, was that the right way to react? When they're alone. When you judge yourself, you avoid the harsh judgment of the world.
Okay.
When you assess your behavior, you avoid the merciless judgment of critics. You make mistakes, and before they become scandalous, you fix them. You have avoided problems. You realize this can be misinterpreted and expose me. You stop doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know when you don't assess yourself, you can't allow anybody else to assess you?
Yeah.
If a person does not like reviewing their work, how they submitted that project, why we only got half the funding we were hoping for,
Yeah.
and they were the ones doing that segment, can we review what could have been done better? They avoided, no, because they never questioned it themselves. If they pause and say, we were hoping for this amount of money, how did we didn't hit our target? What could I have done? Oh, that language there. Yes, this one I could have. Next time, let me underline this. Next time, I'll make sure to emphasize this part. If you ask them, you also come next day. Do you think we could have scored a better thing, better funding? Can you guys look at it? Yeah, but then I also thought about it. A person who has a level, let me tell you, next time, I wish I realized that.
Yeah.
Next time when it comes, let me show you. This time I learned. Last year let's look at it again. Guys, we went up 20%. It's working. Also, this time there's something you can do differently. We forgot that this particular company is big on, this financier is very big on the needy, vulnerable children. Had we mentioned that we are also working on vulnerable children?
Yeah.
What is that? Evaluation and improvement.
Yeah.
They always go together. And they say those who judge themselves shall not be judged. You have already evaluated. Actually, people keep saying, don't judge me, because they're not judging themselves. They're telling you not to evaluate them because they're not evaluating themselves. When you have a habit of evaluating yourself, people's evaluation won't sound it won't threaten you.
Yeah.
I already checked that. I realized it was foolish. Done with it.
Yeah.
Or I checked and realized it was fair. I did the right thing.
Yeah.
You cannot put me down with that. When you make it your habit to evaluate, people's evaluation, your internal evaluation becomes an immunity against discouragement.
Yeah.
When you evaluate it harshly, fairly or unfairly, you can keep your cool, knowing I know what I did.
Yeah.
I know the lesson to learn from there. I know if I did any mistake. So this is to say, do not be deceived by thinking you can just live on autopilot and living one day to the next, to the next, to the next, and the reactive. Have those moments. In fact, the best thing is to give yourself an hour each day for your inner work. to assess how you feel, what happened, why am I broke, why am I stressed, why am I down, why am I struggling.
Yeah.
If you can make it your habit to do that, your life will change.
Get yourself a copy of this book and all of Benjamin's other books, and also his other products, articles, podcasts, videos. And also, if you want to book a private consultation with him, you will do so on benjaminzuluglobal.com. Today, you want us to tell us about the things we should leave behind as we approach the coming year.
Let's start with this. As you write your to-do list, I also want you to write not to-do list. Let us.
I almost feel like doing that now. I know what not to do.
You know, number one is to not go back to things that took you down to the rock bottom. The things that took you out of your element, that things that got you triggered. People tried to defraud you. People tried to mistreat you, take advantage of you, put you down. People who suppressed you, people who ignored you, you need to distance yourself from them. And why is it important for the coming year? Because we tend to be too merciful in the height, in the euphoric moment of holidays. We tend to throw caution in the wind and say, anyway, after all, nobody's perfect. And I told you about the fake reconcilers the fake mediators who try to reconcile you with the people you're outgrown. Thinking because you're not talking now, your enemies, there's tension, you should forgive each other. They don't know the language of boundaries that I'm not angry, we just don't rhyme.
Yeah.
No grudges at all.
Yeah.
We agreed to disagree, we are civil, we can greet.
Yes.
If we meet, there's no fighting, nobody's shooting another.
Yeah.
It's a settled situation that we are not of the same feather. We are not flocking together because we are not of the feather.
Yeah. Yeah, and let's not constantly squabble over the same thing.
Two don't work together unless they agree, and me and this person don't agree. So why are we trying to make us to work together? Over what?
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Some people are conflicting because they are forcing fellowship, okay?
Yes. I get that. Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And you keep being told, you must keep talking, your siblings. These people are the ones perpetuating the conflict. When you are apart, you are peaceful.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not a must. It's not a must. We can maintain civil camaraderie. When we are around, we can greet. When we are apart, live your life. The slogan we used is, God for us all, but each to their own life. There comes time you end fellowship mercifully and say, as much as I would like to have a person I call this so and so, my bro, my brother, my sis, as much as I would love, practically this is not doable.
Yeah.
Our values are conflicting.
Yeah.
I don't feel safe around this person, and we can let the matter rest for the sake of peace.
Yeah.
What I want you to do is those things that took you down, particularly depression. Last time you felt depression at your doorstep, what was going on? I just want you to reflect. When you felt triggered, fearful, anxious, unsure, that time you locked the door quickly and collapsed on the chair to cry. That time you felt like everybody was judging you and you're walking around and fearing. And what was it? Was it financial crisis? Crisis is not a situation. It's a reaction to the situation. When you feel helpless and overwhelmed, that's a crisis. It's not losing job. Not everybody gets a crisis when they lose job. Some are just opportunity to refresh anyway. I know I've overstayed in that job.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a merciful adjustment.
Yeah.
You know, that guy who, the king is saying, whoever swims across that pool will marry my daughter. But the poor as crocodiles. And while they are there wondering, you want me to be eaten by crocodiles? How will I marry the daughter when I'm eaten?
Yeah.
You hear one guy already in the water. And he's swimming quickly, and he managed to get away.
Yeah.
People tell us the inspiration. What is your inspiration? Then he's wondering, no, tell me who kicked me into the pool.
Yeah. They thought he was going to say, I love your daughter.
This much.
No, someone kicked him.
You have been kicked into the pool by being fired.
Yeah.
Kicked into the pool
Yeah.
by being fixed in situations. And sometimes it's just where you live becomes, then the neighborhood becomes intolerable. You're comfortable with rent, you're comfortable with everything, but the neighborhood becomes bad. You're made restless, you're kicked. You find yourself in better neighborhoods and people are telling you, tell us how this idea came. Oh my God, how did you find, this is so good, oh Lily, tell us, now become the motivational speaker, give us the speech.
Yeah.
So, no, somebody kicked me. So,
Yeah.
sometimes a crisis is how you react. If you react well, it becomes your promotion, it becomes your refreshing, it becomes a time. I'm told the guy who started Kevian, that Afia Jews, ran for the MP, member of parliament, and lost against a presidential candidate, a person who was not going to stop running anytime soon.
Yeah.
So he realized he has no chances here. So he said, forget politics, I go to business.
Yeah.
Look at how he's flourishing.
Yeah.
That failure was a redirection. He, instead of saying, crisis, I lost, he said, redirection, opportunity.
Yeah.
I just want you to remember what took you down. Many times you will find it around people you trusted too much. Situations you overstayed too long.
Yeah.
Many times it's around a trauma you took too long to acknowledge. And if you grew up with a polygamous parent, polygamous situation, drunkard parent, screaming, angry, absent, irresponsible, you have things to heal from. Stop being ignorant of your inner life. If you grew up to hear what kind of a girl are you, you're so dirty, why can you be clean like so and so? Other girls are not how to wash, you don't know how to wash. What's wrong with you? You kind of boy are you? Other people are scoring. You look, they're flying abroad. You are here just talking about things. If you were put down for anything by a person who was in the position of parent, you need to heal. If you don't, you're going to marry other people who perpetuate the put down. That is a curse of unhealed trauma. It made you attract things that resonate with it, that perpetuate it. We said you always attract to yourself people who mirror what is more familiar, what is still prominent, what is still speaking, what is still active.
Yeah.
Do you see now the terror of marrying when you're an abandoned orphan?
Yes.
When you marry from a position of abandonment, you also marry abandoning people. You accept breadcrumbs to be loved.
Yeah.
Security, just any kind of home. They feel like they're rescuing you. So they've already done you a favor. What else? Why again should they be loyal to you? They're just doing you a favor. Why again should they be affectionate to you? Why again should they support your growth? There are orphans who got lucky and married good people. But I tell you the truth, when you're wounded, good people are not even pleasant. When you've been meant to yearn and earn every affection, you're going to look for people who make you earn it. That's when you feel like there's love.
What?
Twisted psychology.
Yeah, psychology can be so twisted. Yeah, instead of fight or flight mode, sometimes our psychology takes us to the thing that traumatized us.
Yes, it is taking, you're frozen. So
Yeah.
after fight and freeze, fight or flight, we came up with the freeze. Some people stay there. They play dead. They get stuck there. You mark time there. So you meet a 42-year-old who looks so nice. You feel angry at life. Why is this guy so good at it and being mistreated by relationship, by women, by everything?
Yeah.
Only to realize he grew up abandoned and he has never dealt with the abandonment. His self-talk is abandoning.
Yeah.
He keeps attracting abandoning people. Because he despises that fact. Do not go back to things that took you down to rock bottom. And before you move to that point, remember, when you find yourself at rock bottom, you should make vows and resolutions that will keep you from ever going back down there. This could be the time that you are reflecting on your rock bottom and making vows and resolutions to stop you from going down there. When they can't when they can't close the pit where vehicles are getting in, they put guardrails to stop you from falling in. Some things you can't solve the situation, just stop yourself from going into the situation.
Okay.
Put guardrails.
Yeah.
Vows.
Yeah.
The kind of oath you put. Say, this year, one way or other, I'll heal. And it's like you activated other things by just the energetic vowing. It's like something awakened. Your mind started being very keen on what is possible. Any signal now written in hospital clicks.
Yeah.
Anything. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
There's sometimes you vow, never again will I be so embarrassed begging a person to stay in my life. I'll be confident and peaceful. Don't go back to situations that push you to rock bottom. Number 2 is never spend again for competition and fitting in. Most of our financial mismanagement come from the people who were hanging out and what they were spending in. We ended up spending in them because spending those same things. You can buy land in facing Mount Kilimanjaro. It's not a Kilimanjaro, just facing, okay?
Facing.
Somewhere in the middle of nowhere, named fancy. Mount Elgon Heights. Where is the height here? This is Masai grazing land. And you're looking for the beacon. That was a beacon. Would you have an idea? And because a group was by, it's a very good place. I know the seller, that person, I know them from college. They're the best. And then you're being linked up. Guys, we have 20 acres, very affordable. Just bring 800. 800 may seem like small money to other people, but for you, it is your everything.
Yeah.
But because we're in this group, also, guys, that's why, okay, it's all right. If guys, on your own, you would have done more due diligence.
Yeah.
But now you delegated due diligence to the group. You have scammed all of you. A place hardly you ever visit. Other people went and sold the same place. Oh, it is true, but it is useless.
Yeah.
You can't even access it in rain. You can't even sell it. What happened in your last... Many people have investments in places that are useless. They never thought independently. I want you to have friends, but they should not dictate your life. More importantly, I want you to come closer to your partner. Many of us don't know our partners because we are keeping them at arm's length. We don't know how capable they are. Many of us still looking to our friends, our mothers, our dads, just our sisters. The partner is over here frustrated that they're not involved in decisions that change life.
Yeah.
And their work is to ratify decisions. Okay, sign that one. We are registering a plot I found somewhere.
Yeah.
Sign. You know? I want you to get closer to your partner. It's a contradiction to choose a person you can't trust.
Yes.
If you marry people, please trust them.
If you don't trust them,
Don't marry them.
if you don't trust them and you're already married to them,
Assess what it will take. Otherwise, you're going to be married and not married.
yeah.
You're going to have a counterfeit marriage.
Yeah.
Try to learn this person afresh. Get close, converse more, involve each other more. Share your minds. Many times you develop the unity by conversing.
Yeah.
We are in this already. What can we do? Now that we can't leave one leg out, we are losing time.
Yeah.
Now that we can't for the next year, I want you to leave behind you considering outsiders, the group, and your money going to vanity. Only to end up being scammed here, scammed there, lost here, bad decision there. Do you know it only takes you a few bad financial decisions for all your years of strength to be wasted.
Yeah.
A few bad financial decisions. How long it takes you to accumulate this much, and when you bought, you put up a land, you put up a property that's only lizards live there.
He said you've put up a property that only lizards live there.
It is so far away, in the middle of nowhere.
And spiders.
You know?
Oh gosh.
And it has no planning. Doesn't look like you did not even research. Just wanted to have something. You say you also have something. I can collect. Then you're counting the rooms. You know, people count rooms. If this was 10,000 and I have 5 of them, that is 50. Who that wants it? Who?
In Joska.
Interior, 5 kilometers. They like writing behind this Spamo.
Yeah.
After Spamo, you got 10 kilometers. Behind.
Yeah.
How many kilometers? You know?
Yeah.
You went to the hype and just built things. And people, those who would like to rent, didn't want any subdivided thing. Those who want to lease wanted to do car wash. For car wash. Do research. You bit funny things. Just wanted an open to put garage.
Yeah.
You did not look. You did not research.
Yeah.
What? 5 years of preparation gone. Now it becomes a white elephant project.
I know.
You got white elephant after you saved every coin.
Yeah.
Took so long, sacrificial, to come and do this. Do you know when you're two of you, it's easier to think than when you're hiding, going behind my back. Then I hear you already imported a vehicle to come and sell. When it arrived here, I don't know this problem, you sold it at a loss. You're importing with your sister and you are scammed.
And now you need me to loan you some money.
To compensate for.
And I'm hearing this all
The first time.
all in one sitting.
And I'm supposed to process it.
Yeah.
And now actually rescue you. You know?
Yeah.
Come closer to your partner as much as possible to think together. Let me also remind you that you can have a person who was evolving, who was outgrowing fears, who was learning to open up, who was learning to include another. Your partner may not have been seeing this closeness growing up, and this may be the first time, and they're taking a while to warm. As long as they're telling you they're trying, you can see them. You can see them, struggling. It's very fear-inducing to be vulnerable when you never saw it anywhere. And all the stories you hear are betrayal. If you trust a man, one day you will build him, he will leave you for another.
Yeah.
And your man is available for you.
Yeah.
You're learning to trust. You're learning to trust. You even do pep talk and mantra.
Yeah.
You're pacing the room, say, Lily, trust this man. We are okay. Just open up. Just tell the truth. Don't. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Then tell me, I want to tell you something. No, I've been defeated. Tomorrow, please. Then you come again. Okay, let me try. Cold water. Please, I respect anybody who's fighting those kind of barriers. I've seen men sweating, just learning to include their women in their decisions because they never saw it.
Yeah.
And they are writing a text. There's some money coming. When it arrives, I'll tell you. Where's it coming from? You don't worry. That's what I wanted to tell you for now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the money has come. You know, I made this deal. No. What do you think we do with it? Then you practice by giving your wife the money and going to sleep. You know, you can give people money, but you are watching them. Where are you going? Are you around?
This shirt you're wearing. Is it a new shirt?
Practicing giving your wife money and resting. Practicing telling.
Yes. Husband.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Practicing just entrust, implementing their idea, listening to their opinion, letting them decide what we can do, letting them look out there, let them supervise. That is how we operate as couples. We learn things we did not see. Oh. And it is fearsome. If you had your mother saying, you know, the world and the men have your secret account every time, the world, you can either copy paste your mother's experience, and she didn't know your man, or you can study the man in front of you and decided to risk.
Yeah.
Say, you know what? Me, I trust you. Let us do our thing. Until you prove me wrong, I'll trust. And you can start slowly so that you don't faint. You know, if you jump inside too quickly, you can faint.
Yeah.
You can disclose too much of your things and you're panicking, you're crying. You're calling, no, what I told you was a lie. Forget it.
You started acting dumb because you're so edgy.
You jumped in too much. Again, if you've been a grown-up and single, you had a lifestyle.
Yeah.
The lifestyle you live when you're single. To include another person everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, these are not secrets, these are just things you learned. What privacy means to you, what safety means to you, you know, those things.
Yeah.
Part of what we unlearn as couples is to trust this person and give them a chance to prove themselves. There is a risk in trusting because people can betray you.
Yes.
But that risk is all risk, you know, investments.
Yeah.
You drive hoping you get home safe.
Yeah.
Everything we do has a risk. We are getting married hoping we get to the end safely. So I can't keep saying I don't want to take risk and yet I still want marriage. If you want perfect safety, don't trust anybody. Stay alone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and even then, can you really trust yourself?
Exactly.
Fully? Can you ever really fully trust yourself?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You should go to the website of Unclaimed Assets Authority. and see how many people hid assets from their partners, and when they died, nobody knew the asset existed. It went to the government. Yet their children need that money badly. The family needed it. But because of not learning what we are describing now, to just include each other. You hide your money overseas. You buy assets there, there. And then those who become your secret lovers, or just the caretaker, sometimes caretaker take over when they realize, this boss has not come back. I hear he died, but the wife is not coming. Okay, let me hope. The rent, put to this account. You know? And people squander, take over because you did not include your partner. Rare chances to both people die the same day and their children. When you involve each other, your assets will be safer. And people will know you're united. They will not even know how to play you because you're on the same side. The last thing I want you to leave behind is careers that no longer serve your destination, that never serve your destiny, never serve where you're going. Career paths that have become foreign to who you are. You know the misalignment because you struggle to wake up and go back to work, because you struggle to operate the elements of that job, because you struggle to withstand the normal demands of that job. Once upon a time it was the right job, but a turn has become due, but because you're fixed by living month to month, paycheck to paycheck. Remember, it's always a wise decision to live with 3 months ahead or 6 months ahead or a year when you can of savings that you have room to turn. When long vehicles are turning, they need several lanes to turn. Otherwise, they're too long to use one lane. When you have a family, you're too long. When you have demands, fees, you're too long to turn immediately. You need preparation. Always don't live month to month. Live so that in case you need to turn, you need to leave this job and you don't have a guarantee of, some jobs don't allow you to look for others when you're with them because they occupy all your waking hours.
True.
Can attend interviews. Can make applications. Sometimes applications is a lot of research, isn't it? Researching, following, gathering document, printing this, appearing here. So sometimes you need a month, 2 months, 3 months to search, to prepare, to repackage. So I don't want you to live paycheck to paycheck. You're making yourself too fixed. You need room. Remember, you can attain that by just saving the 10% you were saying. If you put aside some money that you know, I can borrow emergency loan for that investment kitty, and I know I'll pay back, and it will give me room to turn. Most people are competent. They know they can find job, if only they had the time to look for it. So save up money to give yourself time to look for the job. Next year, don't go back to careers that you know you have overstayed. If you go there, work for a few months knowing you want a leeway to change and move by faith. Just decide, I believe I'll find the right career. So the third thing not to go back to is careers that no longer serve where you are going. Yes.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life,